Hello and welcome to the GBHL podcast. You're here with your host GBHL Jamie
and GBHL Harry.
And we are back with the Two Towers scenario campaign, and it's scenario 3!
Woo!
The Scouring of the Westfold. So the Dunlending and Uruk-hai hordes are going to ravage their way into the Westfold and burn it to the ground.
Yes.
Or so is the hope.
So is the hope.
So is the hope.
Yes.
The stalwart defenders of Rohan will attempt to defend their town, and the riders will arrive and wash away.
Come on.
Come on,
Who is it? It's come on, Captain on horse.
So there's no named heroes in this one, so it's a little bit sort of in terms of attachment to characters. As there's no sort of Erkenbrand or Vrasko to be rooting for. It's just generic captains. But for good, there is a captain of Rohan with shield on foot, a captain of Rohan with shield on horse, 3 Rohan outriders. Now these are on horse, but in the small clip that we filmed, we had them on foot. So ignore that later on. We've pre-recorded the battle, the intro to the battle. Yes. We've got 4 warriors of Rohan with shield, 4 with spear and shield, which we assume is a typo, and is throwing spear and shield.
The only way that Rohan can get spear supports.
With typos. 4 warriors of Rohan with bow, and then the banners we haven't included because we don't have the Dunlending banner. And in the last game it made such an impact that for balance, if we haven't got one, they haven't got one, and it's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
And for evil?
Okay, for evil we have Dunlending Chieftain with 2-handed axe, Uruk-hai Captain with 2-handed axe, 3 Dunlending Warriors with shield, 3 Dunlending Warriors with 2-handed axe, 3 Dunlending Warriors with bow, 8 Uruk-hai Scouts with shield. 8 of them, defense 5. 4 Uruk-hai Scouts with orc bow. And so there would be a Dunlending with banner, but we're discounting him.
Yeah. So, the objective of this is there are going to be 3 buildings on the terrain pieces that have been beautifully made by Alex Wright's Wargaming Terrain. Do you want to reach over and grab them?
Flash it house?
Yep. Whoppa! Show him off. Very cool. So pretty. So pretty. So thank you very much, Alex. Alex got these made up and sent out in, I think it's about the space of a week. He made them, and then they were with me within 2 weeks, which was much appreciated because it makes doing this scenario stuff far easier when there's pretty buildings and good terrain. Steve, you're making some for later on, so don't forget about that. So the aim of it is that these buildings will be deployed within 12 inches of the centre of the board, and the Dunlendings will deploy on the board edge.
Yes.
The Rohirrim within 6 inches of buildings.
Yes, so they're sort of scattered around the middle, aren't they? Sort of trying to defend the area.
Trying to defend the area, and then the hordes arrive and try to burn them.
Yes. So
that's the Storm Petition's objectives are...
Yes, just in terms of what deploys for good.
Oh yes, of course. So the Rohan Outriders are effectively the scouts that have seen this horde coming and have gone to sort of raise a garrison, as it were. So the captain of Rohan on horse and the Rohan Outriders and what would have been the rider of Rohan with banner are reinforcements that don't deploy. So they're going to ride in and...
Yes, come to the rescue. Yes. Yeah.
So that's Storm Petition's objectives. The evil player, so myself, has to try and burn down all 3 buildings. If I get 2 of them, it's a draw. And for you, you have to...
No, if you only get 1... Yeah, you need to do at least 2.
The evil player wins if his force can destroy all 3 Rohan houses by setting fire to them. If 2 are destroyed, the game is a draw. And the good player wins the scenario if at least 2 out of 3 of the houses survive. The game will end if all 3 houses are destroyed or the raiders are killed.
What could happen if, say, the houses get destroyed on the same turn that the Oryx are destroyed? Suppose.
Well, you'd roll to see... Well, we'll go into special rules.
Yeah.
But the you roll to see if something's set alight at the start of the fight phase.
Right,
It wouldn't get destroyed until the end of the fight phase.
Right.
So I guess you could wipe them out,
but it's still
and then the houses burn.
Yes, still lose.
They did their job. They died doing what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because the game would end, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So yeah. At the end of the end phase. All right. So special rules: how to burn houses. Now, if you're a long time watcher and you watched season 1 of Battle Companies, James and I did this scenario with goblins versus Rohan.
Right.
And I burnt down Rohan houses in that scenario. So
okay.
A dab hand at this. So burning houses, it was a little bit easier in the Battle Companies one, but this one is that if a model is in base contact with the building during the fight phase and they've not used a missile weapon, on the roll of a 5 or a 6, they set the building on fire. If there's multiple like friends in base contact who are not doing anything as well, they give you +1 to the roll.
Yeah.
And rolls of a 1 are always fails.
Yes.
Then once it's on fire, now in the Battle Companies one, you can just keep throwing torches on,
right?
Because it's such a small game that it needs to speed up.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can't keep throwing torches on and making the fire sort of just grow and grow.
So once it's a blaze, it's a blaze sort of thing. Yeah.
At the end of the fight phase, on a 4, 5, or 6, the fire spreads, and you add another token onto the house, and once it reaches 6 tokens, it's destroyed. Pardon me. So in theory, you've got sort of that 1, 5. So you got about like 9 or 10 turns of fighting.
Yes.
Because 50-50.
Yes, because of 50-50. And then obviously with where you're about to go on about the good being able to sort of prevent.
So it's a good can try to delay this happening. So good models may attempt to beat out the flames before they take hold. At the beginning of the fight phase, any good model in base contact with a Rohan house who has not used a missile weapon and is not engaged in a fight may attempt to beat out the flames. Roll a d6, on a score of 5 or 6, remove 1 counter from the burning building. If this reduces the number of counters to 0, the flames have been extinguished. Additional good models can help to beat out the flames, and for each additional good model roll, your score gets +1. So if you've got 5 guys, you need a 2+ to put out the flames.
Yes.
And again, rolls of 1 always fail. So
far so good.
Pretty much good. We've got reinforcements next. So from turn 2.
Yes, turn 2. On turn 2. Okay. So the Rohan Outriders have been dispatched to reinforce the Westfold and are racing towards the scene of battle. From turn 2 onwards, make a roll before rolling for priority. To see if they arrive. On turn 2, the reinforcements will arrive on a score of a 6. If they do not arrive, you add a 1 each turn.
Okay.
So like a 5, 4, 3. But obviously 1 always fails. They come on from the eastboard edge, shown on the map, and they cannot charge the turn they arrive. They may otherwise act normally. So come on and shoot.
Arrive, shoot, and then charging gloriously next turn. And finally, it is a desperate defence, another special rule. So the good force does not suffer broken tests.
Yes.
Because they've specifically said the good force don't break, obviously the evil force will break.
So I think straight away that's something that good want to try and aim to do.
I mean, there's
attack the heroes in a way and then try and... There's still Courage 3, but it might be easier than killing them.
Yeah. I mean, there's... The Dulanian Chieftain's a beast for Courage test as well.
Courage is it?
I think he's like Courage 5 with 3 will.
Oh, you haven't
It's ridiculous. Dulanian Warrior... Dulanian Chieftain, Courage 4 with 3 will.
Woo! So
any snakes in this version of the rules. And he's got might, so if he has any left.
Of course,
yeah. So, that is that.
First impressions, what are your tactics? What would you do?
Get the houses on fire and then pin the guys around.
Stop them sort of slowing it down.
Yeah, I mean, from the way it works, once it's on fire, you need to take 1 off.
Yes.
Have the fire not spread, and take 1 off the next turn to go down.
Yeah, so and then get it to 0 again to try and get the evil player to ignite it again.
Yes.
I think evil need to get 1 fire as fast as possible and then engage good.
Yeah.
I think good.
For good, what would your tactics be?
I think they need to try and break them. I think that's the thing that helps them.
That's the thing, isn't it?
And then it's hard. Do they concentrate on 2 houses and let 1 go?
Let 1 go and
split slightly bigger numbers because I think the good are quite outnumbered from the start. Aren't they?
So without the
13 models.
4, 8, 12, 13 versus 23.
Flippin' heck.
Just take 1 each.
It's just tough.
Plus the reinforcement should arrive, so make it a little bit easier with charge bonuses.
Well, that's it. I think
2 attacks and.
I'd be hesitant to shoot too much with the reinforcements. I think they need to get
in there and just start heroic combating around.
Yes, that's it.
But if they can get the captain on horse into the Dunlendings, he will go through them like
nobody's business.
Sure. And most of them are defence 4, so he's winning them on
go
4s.
Through the bowman as well, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I'm looking forward to is having 8 Urukai scouts with shield.
In a game, so when you're playing normal battle game, defence 5, Uruks is poo because you want to go for defence 6. But for this, it's so good.
It's so good because there's only strength 2 bows and you've not got many throwing spears.
Yeah.
All right.
How the throwing spears do without the -1?
Yeah.
Come on, throwing spears.
So with that, we're going to go play the game and we'll come back for a post-battle battery breakdown. The evil force today will be led by an Urukai captain with 2-handed weapon. He'll be leading 8 Urukai scouts with shield and 4 Urukai scouts with bow. The Dunlendings will be led by a Dunlending chieftain with 2-handed axe, and he'll be leading 3 Dunlendings with bow, 3 with shield, and 3 with a 2-handed axe.
Okay, and for the forces of good, Gambling here is counting as a captain with shield, we have 4 Warriors of Rohan with bow. We have 4 Warriors of Rohan with shield and throwing spear. And we have 4 Warriors of Rohan with shield. And for the reinforcements, we have a Captain of Rohan on horse with a shield and 3 Rohan Outriders.
And here we see deployment for the Forces of Good. We've got the captain in the middle, surrounded by bows, then throwing spears, and then warriors touching the buildings ready. And for the Forces of Evil, the Uruk-hai have taken the eastern side of the board, with their captain and 7 warriors with shield. On the northern side, we've got the Dunlending chieftain with his Dunlendings. And on the western side, we've got all the warriors armed with bows. Now Good always get the first turn's priority, so I'll come back after they have moved. So with Good winning priority and not really knowing where the evil attack was going to come from, they spread themselves out, going to try and defend their houses. These guys have all run up 6, so they can make throwing spear range at 6 inches. And the archers all moved half, so there's no negative to moving in the old rules. And as have these guys didn't, they ran 6 trying to get towards this building. But the evil archers all moved 3. Now obviously the Uruk-hai have got orc bows, so have 18-inch range, and the regular guys have 24-inch range, so they'll be a target for both of us. For me to protect them, and for Harry to kill them. So with that, we shall move into shooting phase. So these 3 Rohan archers are going to be shooting 3 arrows over here into the Uruk-hai first, and if they're so lucky, then into the Dunlendings. So 4s to hit. So 2 hits. And 5s to wound.
Come on.
Oh, 4 and a 2. And then we've got one guy over here shooting a defense for Dunlending with 2-handed axe. So 4s to hit. And he misses.
Tragic.
We'll come back with evil shooting. So for evil shooting, we've got the 2 Uruk-hai shots going into 18 inches away. This bowman here with an in the way for the throwing weapon. So 4s to hit. 1 hits. To get past the spear model, it does. Another one of them to kill. Oh, kapow! Down he goes.
Shooting.
And then we've got 3 of the Dunlending shots here, going through that warrior into the 2 bowmen behind. So 4s to hit. 1 hits. Right there. Gets past. 5s. Ooh. And that concludes shooting, so we'll go into priority. Evil get a 2, Good get a 6 as we go into turn 2. So roll to see if the Rohan reinforcements turn up. They need a 6. No, not this turn. So after good movement, they all rushed up 6 inches to meet the oncoming foe, making sure that their thrown weapons will be able to make use of at least 1 turn. So we've got a few shots in the shoot phase, but for Evil, they have largely just moved up 3 inches or 6 inches, trying to get in towards these buildings and hopefully set fire to them. So shooting, we've got these 2 shots here, going into these guys. So 4s to hit. 1 hits, needs a 5 to wound.
Come on.
Oh, I saw the 6.
Oh.
And then over here, we've got 1 bowman hidden here, shooting this guy with 200 axe, is it?
Yes, and then with an in the way,
in the way
or just straight, yeah, in the way.
In the way. So he misses. Then we've got a throwing weapon from here into the guy straight in front of him.
1 strap 3.
And we've got 2 throwing weapons here, going into the defense 5.
Yes. Come on, boys.
So defense 5 priority. Oh, that again kills both 5s. Oh, we take down a Dunlending with shield. And then we've got 1 more thrown weapon over there, with a cheeky in the way. Can you see more than half the model? He misses anyway. Okay, and I've got no shooting as all my guys ran 6. So before we do combat, we've got to see if we set buildings on fire. So over here, we've got so many guys helping out, throwing torches on. Need a 2+. Oh, on fire!
Fire
has been set onto that house. And over here, I have got 3 guys in base contact. So I need a 5, 4, 3 or more to set it on fire. Oh, thank goodness we had helping hands over there. And that gets its first fire token. So these are destroyed when 5 fire tokens are there. 6 fire tokens. And over here no one's in base contact, so we don't roll for any of that. And we go into fight phases now. So we've got one combat. It's an Urukai with a Dunlending with two-handed axe against a Warrior of Rohan. So I've got my 2 strikes, 2 dice. No special strikes in the old rules. Cameras going crazy. A 4.
Chance!
Oh.
Slim chance.
Slim chance. So 5 to wound. Oh, and
dear.
it goes down.
Oh dear.
So rolling for priority. No, see, oh yes, at the end of the turn, these buildings are on fire, so they get an additional token each, and we'll do that after we've rolled priority. So, oh yes, on a 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm thinking of battle companies. So on a 4 plus, this gets set on fire again. No, and this one. Yes, so we had another token onto that building. Right.
Priority and reinforcements.
And then roll for priority and see if the Rohirrim. Oh, I get priority. And see if the Rohirrim reinforcements arrive.
On a 5
us.
Come on!
Oh, one more turn at least.
Yeah.
I'll come back after I have moved. So at the end of movement phase, we've got fights breaking out all over the board as the evil warriors attempt to stop the good guys from putting out the flames and just really sort of pinning them in place. It's looking pretty grim over this building, with lots of guys jumping on top of them with getting priority. And over here, the archers ran 6 to make sure they can get into base contact, so we'll be on a 3+, we'll set this building on fire. Before that though, we do have some good shooting. We've got 2 shots here going into these 2. We've worked out they need 11 more to break the evil force, so every little helps.
Come on!
1 hits. Oh, Rohan poison. No, still a 1. Dear. So, combat. My captain's going to call a heroic combat just because he can. Shielding, yeah.
Quick roll.
Quick roll, 4. Captain wins. Captain needs a 4, so it was strength 5. He killed him. We'll come back after he's moved on. So after the heroic combat, we've got to see if the buildings are set on fire. These guys need a 3+. Oh, they failed to set the building on fire. Useless archers. And we'll come back with regular fights now. Over here we've got the captain and 2 friends versus the warrior of Rohan. Fight value goes to evil, with the captain being in there. What's he going to do?
Oh, shield.
Shielding. Gets a 6.
Come on.
Captain. Snake eyes. Warrior friends. Oh, very nice. He pushes them back, holds them up.
And I'm in base contact with the birds.
No, because he was engaged. Over here we've got a 1-on-1 over there. So 4, 5 wins it. 5's to wound.
Come on.
Oh, he backs away. Over here we've got the Rohan captain versus an Urukai scout with shield and a 2-handed Dunlending. Dunlending's going to go 2-handed. He gets a 2. Dunlending gets a 3.
Come on, captain. Oh, you almost fluffed it, captain.
So 4s onto the Dunlending and 5s on the Urukai.
4s first. Yes.
Points of might to kill him.
We'll do it. Kill him.
So he dies, and then 5s on the Urukai warrior. Oh! Oh!
He's not going to use it for heroics, so why not? Let's kill him.
Point of might, kill him.
Oh, Christ.
So both of the captains' might there to boost his dice rolls by 1.
Killed 3 though.
Killed 3. 9 more to go.
Come on.
So we've got a sneaky hidden little combat here, 1-on-1. Not going 2-handed though.
1.
No.
Draw fight.
It's a 2. Yeah, yes, draw fights. You win. 5's to wound.
Come on.
Oh, no. So here we've got the Dunlending Chieftain versus 1 Warrior of Rohan. So I've got 2 attacks. You're going to shield.
Shield.
We got 3. Oh, he gets a 6 and wins it. So even though he's trapped, backs away his opponent.
Excellent.
Then we've got a 1-on-1. You will get a 2. Could get a 4. And they kill successfully.
Good turn.
Another one dead. And then 1-on-1. For draw and fight. Who does it go to? It goes to evil. 5's to wound. No, he lives. And that is the end of all combats. See if the buildings continue their blaze. Over here, yep, we add another token to it. So that's 2 fire tokens. And here, no, it doesn't carry on. So going into turn 3, 4 is priority.
Yes.
You will get a 1. Could get a 6. 4+. The reinforcements arrive.
Come on, reinforcements.
No, not this turn. We'll come back after movements. So coming back in during the movement phase here to do some thrown weapons, we've got the Warrior of Rohan throwing as he goes in against the Dunlending with shield. He misses. And then over here we've got this warrior charging into the Dunlending with two-handed axe. He misses. Classic throwing spear techniques. And over here into the chieftain. He misses. Good old throwing spears.
God, I love him.
And we'll come back after evil movement. So at the end of the move phase, we go into the shoot phase, and there's no shooting. So what we've got here is a captain versus 1, 3 Urukai versus 1 poor little bowman, defense 4. 1-on-1 here, captain fighting 1 two-hander, the Dunlending chieftain versus 1 throwing spear, 2 warriors of Rohan versus Dunlending, and over here we've got 2 bowmen versus 1 Urukai, and 2 Dunlendings versus 1 guy with a shield. But before we do any fights, on a 2+, because of all the guys in there, this building is set on fire. Yeah, it is. Oh, it begins.
Burn, baby, burn.
I'll put it on this side. Okay, and with that we go into combats. So, Harry, you had priority. Where do you want to start?
Oh, we'll start with your captain.
My captain. Captain
Shield
gets
again.
a 3. 6 there stops any might being used. I'm pushed away.
Yes.
No.
This way?
Yeah, thank you. Over here, my 3 on your 1.
Come on, pesky bowman.
Yep. Tricksy little bowman gets a 6, so Urukai win it, trapped. The first set of strikes, killing him. So coming back into combats, we've got 1 Dunlending versus a single warrior of Rohan. Dunlendings get a 4. Rohan get a 1, not a 5. I need a 5 to wound though. Oh, it looked good. Your chieftain, your captain versus my 1.
Come on, captain.
Gets a 6.
Good stuff. 4s.
4s to wound, yep.
No,
Oh, captain. No, he backs away. Then straight over onto the other side of the building, my chieftain versus 1 of yours.
Shield.
Gets a 5. I use a point of might to win it.
Yep.
4s to wound. Like smushes him.
Filthy.
Then back over here. So my situation, I've got 1 with both of my heroes, and you're out currently.
Yes.
We've got your 2 warriors versus my 1 two-hander, who's not going two-handed. Oh, didn't matter anyway.
Good stuff.
5s to wound.
Come on, boys.
Oh, they get him.
Good stuff.
You are... you've killed 5, you need 7 more. And then over here, your 2 versus my 1 Urukai. Urukai's going to boss it.
Down to 3.
Oh,
no,
double
boys.
1.
Bowman in combat.
Bowman. Strike this guy, 4s.
Good.
He dies.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Bad
Numbers are going. And here, we've got my 2 Dunlendings versus your 1 Warrior of Rohan. I've got 2. 5s. Off the table, but 2 and a 1, he lives. And we back away. Do the buildings burn?
Yeah.
Over here, to see if we can get our 3rd flame token. Yes, we do. Over here, for the 3rd flame token. Yes, we do.
Oh, no.
And here, for the 2nd flame token. Yes, we do. Fire spreading like wildfire. We'll go into priority. We got 6, so we take it. Do the reinforcements arrive?
3+.
3+. No! Oh, no! We
Need the reinforcements.
Need them. I'll come back after movement. So numbers really coming to bear after movement here. We've got these guys are pretty swamped from the guys defending this building. Urukai swarming around. Captain versus 1 and friends gone back to help him just in case that guy's a pain. The Dunlending chieftain charged into this 1 warrior here. And the guy with the throwing spear has come back to try and put out and douse the flames. Over here the captain was charged by 1 as the Urukai got closer. And over here we charged into 2. So there's no shooting, I believe, because that looks out of 6 inches. So straight into combat. The Dunlending chieftain going to heroic combat, try and stop this dousing of fire. Oh, start the fight phase?
Start. Oh yes, start the fight phase. It is. So
Yeah.
yes.
So I won't call heroics then.
Okay.
5 or 6 puts out, takes a token off. No. So captain's fight, the chieftain anyway.
Yes.
So my 2 dice versus your 1, you shield in. You get a double 2. You win. And he backs away. Over here we've got the Urukai and the Dunlending versus 1 warrior with bow. Sets the bar at a 2. They win it, falls to wound, and they kill. The archers doing their business, 3 on 1. Fight value to the Urukai. Oh. He is trapped. The first set of strikes needed 5s. Out there, and again. Oh. That house is left alone. So your captain versus the 1 Dunlending. Dunlending gets a 3, captain gets a 4. Falls to kill him.
Come on, captain.
Oh, there it is. 6 more. Captain will do it by himself, it's fine.
He's killed 3, yeah.
Over there, my 2 on your 1. You get a 4, not bad. Beats that. 5s to wound either.
Kill the orc.
Yep. Oh, I saw the 6 flash there. And then Urukai captain versus 1 warrior of Rohan.
Give him their shield.
3.
Jinx myself with my
4s to wound. And he goes down.
Dear.
Things not looking great for Rohan.
No.
We see if more fire spreads. Over here. Yep, 4th token. This house. 4th token.
Jeez.
This house. 3rd token. Oh my.
They're very flammable, these houses.
They really are. Don't build your houses out of straw and wood. It's a lesson here. And now we go into priority. Evil had it last, and it goes to evil. Do they turn up on a 2 or more?
Come on, Rowan.
1 is always a fail. Oh! Oh.
Rowan see no point of turning up.
No, they know it's done. Right, we'll come back after movement, and we've swarmed around the board. So a really grim looking situation for the Rohan here. The Urukai and evil bowmen are now taking the centre. Going to hold that for whenever these reinforcements turn up. We've got 2 Urukai in against this warrior Rohan. The Dunlending chieftain versus 1. On the other side, the captain has been thrown a Dunlending to feed him, whilst 3 Urukai go and try and finish off that warrior Rohan. So straight into combat, we'll do my Dunlending chieftain first. Versus your 1, you can shield.
I'm going to border shielding.
Getting border shielding. It's a 4. A 4?
It's a 4.
It's a 4, so he got higher fight, takes it.
Yep.
4s to wound, got a might point. Doesn't need it, gets it there. Grim.
Grim.
2 on 1 here.
Hiya.
Oh, 6. Wins it. 5s.
Oh! Mighty kill.
A fine hit.
5 to go.
It's 5 to go. Chieftain, your captain, sorry.
Yes.
So your captain versus my 1. I go 5. Captain wins it.
Oh, well played.
Needs a 5.
Come on, captain.
Oh, no might.
Oh dear.
And final combat, my 3 Urukai versus the 1 throwing spear over there.
Throwing spear.
Oh. 5s trapped though, and we kill him.
Oh, we did.
He very did. Does the fire spread?
Not again.
Here? No. Over there? Yes. And over here? Yes.
Oh dear. It's
So if they can't be doused, which is unlikely that they will be, and they get 4 pluses next turn, those 2 houses will burn.
Yes.
So rolling for priority. Evil good get a 4, evil gets a 2. So good have priority. Do the reinforcements arrive on a 2 plus?
Can't believe it.
It says in the rules that they may never turn up.
Yeah,
This
yes.
feels like one of those times.
The game will be over before they arrive.
Yeah, they'll arrive to see these. Oh man, that guy and your captain will come back after they've moved.
At least they have to do courage tests.
Very true. So as it might be expected after movement here, the warrior moved away from the Dunlending chieftain but was then countercharged by the horde that was behind him. And over here, the captain going out recklessly, charging into many. So who else should we start?
Go, captain.
Do the captain first. So he's got his 2 attacks. I'll fight normally.
Come on.
Oh, a big 2 from the captain.
Cheeky.
Nearly. So trapped. So first set of strikes needed 5s. 5s strength 4 around.
Oh yeah.
There's 2. And the second set of strikes. There's 3. That's enough to kill the captain. Or that's the hopes of Rohan.
Oh dear.
Dashed.
Just don't table me, please.
My 4 again versus your 1. Fight value, I'll give you a target. An unmatchable target. Oh, got a 4.
Oh dear.
So 5s, and he dies. Right, so can the reinforcements arrive before these buildings?
Yeah, because he rolled from now.
Oh yeah. But
I'm out of tokens too.
Oh yeah, no, we've not got many left. This one, if it blows up though, all the tokens come back. 4+. It burns. This one, it burns down. And here, another one's added. 2 more tokens on this building until the Rohirrim. No, until the evil win.
Snatch a draw.
Could snatch a draw. Yeah. Priority. Evil get a 6. We'll rush over towards this building. Do your reinforcements arrive? We'll come back after movement. The Rohirrim have arrived. Is it too little, too late? Probably. The Horde are descending upon the final building, trying to block it off, make sure the Rohirrim can't get to it. No shooting this turn though. Does the building catch fire? It does. One more turn.
Every time. So flammable.
So very flammable. Priority. A 1. I can steal it on a 1. Oh, heroic move with that captain.
Boom! I have to use a might. Use a might.
Your priority, who gets it?
Think big.
Oh, straight into your captain and 1 guy. And then you can swamp him, heroic combat, and
I'm not using my last might.
I'm gonna move these guys over here. Let's do the combat. Cheers. I don't have a shield, so I can't shield.
Oh, good.
It's my 2 dice.
That was 6.
Wins it. Gonna strike your captain.
Horse.
No, good. Not horses. 5s to wound him. Oh, he's fine. Back away. Does the building burn to kill and finish the game? No, a chance. Priority. You get it? I'm just going to go in for him again.
5.
5 to shoot. Yep. I'll move my guys 3 so I can have some shots back. You're shooting?
It's tied him up.
Yeah, we'll come back after we've tied it. So my captain there being charged by the Rohan captain and 1 outrider, and 2 outriders moving 5 forwards, shooting at my bowmen.
These 2.
These 2, yeah, the 24-inch ones. 3s to hit as they are outriders. 5s to wound. Oh, guess 1.
Come on, get in there. How many more? 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 more.
4 more. 1 shot probably back, maybe 2 shots back. At those 2 outriders, both hit as they fall on the man or horse. So on the man here, 5s. Cock the dice. Wounds him. Fake point. He dies. And the other one on his horse. Wounds his horse. Throne rider. He's on his bull. Oh, he's on his feet. And then combat. Go 4.
Charging captain.
Charging captain. Wins it. Knocks him over. 5s to wound. Defense 5. Yeah, defense 5. Yeah, because the shield and heavy armour takes it to 7. 1 wound.
Oh, it's tragic.
And the outrider needs with 4 dice. So you got 1 so far and a potential might. Oh, 2. Fake point.
Yeah, I'm not going to might.
Not might it. Captain
Of course
lives.
he survives.
Knocked down though. And does the building burn? Yes, it does. And I think as expected, they're a clear victory for the Urukai.
Yes, very much so.
We'll come back with a post-battle back breakdown.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Disaster for Rohan.
Oh, very much.
The Westfold has been scoured.
Oh dear.
Well and truly.
Well and truly.
Well and truly indeed. That was brutal.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It felt unfair.
It was tough for Rohan. Very tough.
Very tough.
Those reinforcements. What are they doing? What were they doing?
I love that they arrived and then the captain beat them in combat.
Yes.
Like, get out of here.
Did they arrive after 2 buildings had already been destroyed? So
yes,
they can only come and arrive for the draw.
Yeah.
You can see
yeah, because that building was on 4.
That one was on
flames.
4, but the other 2 had just gone.
Just gone. That was on 4 flames. They arrived. It's like, right, we can go over there and we can delay the probably inevitable.
Yes.
Oh dear, you seem to be one under every time. Like, right, you need a 4, I got a 3. Right, I need a 3, I get a 2.
And then the
I need
2
2, I get a 1. All right, I need a 2, I get a 1. And then they turn up when it's too far.
Far too late. I think it would still have been very tough if they'd come, even if they come on the first.
If they'd come on turn 2, I don't know.
Because that Orakai captain was on that side and he would have held them up.
Oh, because they come to the east, don't they?
Yes. Being able to pick the sides, I think, was very handy.
I didn't even think of that. Because I was thinking, oh, you just bring the reinforcements on behind the archers and.
Yeah. Yes, which would have been nice.
No.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but it was tough anyway. Like, you set the buildings afire, did the right thing, like we were saying before, you set them on fire straight away. But then it was the consistent 4 pluses.
Yeah, because it was like, wait, does this one spread? Is it the ones that had the fire going? It was like, does it spread? Yes, it spread, yes. This one has got 2? No, oh well. And then I think he did it for like 3 turns.
Yeah,
and it just
I think
constantly grew.
Yes, and I didn't have any time to have a spare model. I think one time I had the opportunity to delay it once.
I think it'd be a more interesting fight if during evil deployment you didn't have so much control over where your troops came on.
Yeah,
like
let's say it should be Maelstrom almost.
Well, like Maelstrom, but let's say they're all going to arrive turn 1 because obviously you've sort of coordinated your attack.
Yeah.
But like on a 1, they 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, we roll 5s and 6s, or 1 it turns up next turn 6 you pick.
Yes, I think that'd be fair.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you might have like just 23 turn up on this 5.
Yes.
But then at least the Rohan are prepared for that.
Exactly, where they haven't really spread themselves. And
like,
you had might in 2 places.
Yeah.
Which was hard.
I mean, so I had might here, a bunch of fight 4, strength 4, defense 5, which is a horrible wall for Rohan to fight against.
God, it really is.
Then the Dunlendings here, and then all the bows on one side who don't really need to engage.
No.
They can fight on 2 fronts and be happy with it.
Yeah. That would be. Maybe give the good slightly more chance. I still think they had it.
I think it's I think it's meant to be a tough scenario for good. Like in the films, you see that Rohirrim really just get slaughtered.
Yeah, they do. They get butchered, don't they? Yeah. Which I think is fair. It would have been nice to see the reinforcements come a little earlier.
I'd like to see the other thing I was thinking that could be done is to spend the captain's might to increase the reinforcement roll.
Yeah. Sort of rolling the 2 ones, you used a might to come on turns earlier.
But like when you rolled the 3 and you need a 4, I'll put might, I'm on.
Oh, at that point, yeah.
And the fight's still going.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been good.
Because most of my guys had left the eastern borders to go and finish up.
Yes.
It was just the captain sort of fisticuffing.
No, yeah, I think you can have him. Yeah. My captain did alright though.
Oh yeah. 1 on foot.
I'd use the 2 might first turn of combat though, but
I think at that point in the game it's the right thing to do because if you can get that snowball effect sort of going where you win that isolated fight, kill everything there, and all those troops sort of move around.
They free up a bit, aren't they?
Like the Urukai Bowmen did sort of, where they set the house on fire, killed those guys.
Yes.
And then there's 8 of them suddenly arriving to the fight. It's like, no, I can't deal with it.
Well, I think the turn that I used the 2 might, I think I almost have got 2 more kills somewhere else.
Because it was a really good turn. Because I was like, at that point, I was like, oh god, like if the captain and these guys carry on with these, cheeky 1 dice kills.
Yes, yeah.
But lo and behold, it stopped there.
Yeah, it did. Then the captain got butchered.
I think he won again, killed, and then he won again.
Yeah,
didn't
I think
kill,
he was just throwing 1 at a time, and weren't you? It's the time he got the 4 round him. I think he rolled a 2 and a 1. But you rolled a 1, 1, 2,
1, 1, 2,
and a
6.
That's it. No.
It came late, but
yes. Throwing spears doing the thing.
As ever, good old throwing spears. Don't have priority. Don't do anything.
No.
Get priority. Don't kill anything. Even at defense 5, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So a victory to evil in the campaign.
Victory for evil. Yes.
It doesn't mean anything.
No.
Oh no, it does. No, it doesn't because there's no named heroes in there. Oh well.
So no bonuses or anything.
No bonuses because all you'd roll for is if there were good characters in there, I could force you to re-roll successful.
Right. Yes. Oh, that's
4+ on the around the campfire stuff.
Yes.
But with it being unnamed heroes, we don't give anything about them. I was gonna swear. Woo.
We'll give a hoot.
Give a hoot. Give a hoot about anyone in that scenario.
Yeah.
So next week will be scenario 4, the Wrath of Rohan. So getting their revenge on the raiders, where we have.
Oh, this is saving Mary and Pip, isn't it?
Saving Mary and Pip.
Well, without them knowing they're there.
Yeah. Inadvertently saving the hobbits. We have actually done this on the channel before, but obviously it wasn't part of the Two Towers campaign.
How did it go? I've never seen it.
It was super themey. It was Tom and James versus Damien and myself.
Right.
And we sort of rigged the scenario up a little bit so that the heroes would go and fight each other.
Right.
So like if
Aemma takes on Ugluk.
Aemma takes on Ugluk 1-on-1, even though all the rest of the riders of Rohan are in range to just charge Ugluk and do him in one. It's like, no, it won't happen like that. These riders will go and fight these other Uruk-hai.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so it was very much like that. I think the Rohirrim won, and I think Merry and Pippin got away.
Okay.
So as it should do.
Yes.
But we shall see in the actual scenario how it goes, and how Merry and Pippin fare as they try to escape to Fangor.
Can they fight?
They can fight.
The one attack.
One attack.
One fate.
One wound. Strength 2.
Find the defense 4 scouts. Last wound.
Life's to wound. Well, there's a lot of orcs in it. So
Oh yeah. Kill the orcs.
Yeah. Alright, well that's for next week. Is that, guys? I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby hosts by clicking in the links below.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Support your hobby.
And happy strategy battle gaming, everyone.
We both
So close.
hobby.
Hobby.